with the final round of our little tournament that has taken, what, like 5 hours now?
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
We're finally getting here. We're going to see the next bout be Rudolph versus Fluffy, and this is going to be fun. As usual, we're starting on GSL Daybreak, and we're just waiting for the go at this point. Just going to go ahead and move people up. Go when ready. And the game is starting. And I have to try to talk a little bit quieter at this point, although my mic is very, very overpowered anyway, so I probably need to turn it actually down. And, Jorium, just like before, please give me some verbal cues on anything you think I need to have on screen.
Alright.
Okay, so, here we are. Of course, this is actually going to be, this is the first for the tournament. We're actually seeing Zerg v Zerg. And we're having some nice little banter there. We have good luck, have death, and good luck, have fun. So this is going to be quite amusing. We've had a lot more banter, since the prelims or semifinals started. Congrats on making it this far, you two. Too bad it won't last. I love the banter here.
I'm hoping Zach wins this. Rudolph.
I kind of am too. I kind of am too, but yeah. So we are already seeing a spawning pool from Rudolph at this point, and supply is going to be the issue. You have a supply increase on Fluffy's side and a spawning pool on Rudolph, and of course they have the overlords going towards the middle to meet. Maybe have a flat fight or something.
Well, they got them claws. Maybe they'll pinch each other a bit.
Just like crabs. Flying crabs that like to vomit. Okay. Because we literally have no, absolutely nothing to talk about at this point. There's really not much to see, not much to do. We are seeing some Zerglings come out from Rudolph already. The spawning pool on Fluffy's side is just now coming up. And I need to remember how to do the names. There we go, that would be helpful. Kind of wish I could scale down the UI. I like how they have that in WoW, but not in StarCraft. Of course, I have a cat screaming me to come into my room now.
Fluffy,
so let me,
the little Zergling heading toward his face.
Teasing faggot. Okay, I'm going to switch to Antheus. Antheus, give him a good show. Right back.
Oh no. Well, Fluffy's pulling off his drone, so let's play back his cheese. See the spine crawler going up, and looks like he's going to be able to hold it off. Rudolph just training Zerglings into Fluffy's base. Yeah, Fluffy's definitely got suspended.
Apparently the cat got it through its head that I actually was busy, so I am back. So what do we got here? We're actually seeing a metabolic boost coming from Fluffy now. Do we have it on Rudolph's side yet?
No,
seem not.
No, he's expanded.
He just now got his gas, of course. We're seeing no expansions yet. We are seeing no expansions yet. What is this? A Zerg players who haven't expanded 5 minutes in?
Zerg versus Zerg. You actually, in situations like this, Expos actually are pretty rare. That's
really
what I've noticed. It's more of a Zergling exchange, if anything. After a while, family mess go up, then you get to see the real fun. Maybe you get to see family versus family. Oh, and then Kilo Zergling going to attack one Baneling.
I love... See, you're only going to see this kind of taunting from two good friends, to be perfectly honest. There's no other possible way to get that much information on each player's side. We are seeing a spine crawler come up on Fluffy's side. We're seeing little or nothing from Rudolph at this point. In fact, we have Zerglings in the base. Fluffy is expanding. Here we go. We have the first expansion at the 6-minute mark. And we're seeing a lot of taunting. There's just so much. Fluffy trying to psych Rudolph out by naming his strat. The metabolic boost keeping these Zerglings moving so fast that Rudolph can't even touch them. Scouting his base and actually telling him what he's doing. I don't know. As far as I've seen so far, Fluffy is a master of... I can't even think of the word at the moment.
Rudolph is getting a Nidus worm.
Oh, really
now? That's to be expected. Rudolph actually loves his Nidus.
Where is this that I'm not seeing? Oh, Rudolph, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong player. Ha! Nidus worm. There you are, okay. So that's going to be quite interesting. And of course that is fairly effective, I would think, on a Zerg v Zerg, just because you can actually plop it on the other Zerg's creep. And in fact, the Nidus worm doesn't even really need creep, does it? Keep forgetting about that.
Anywhere with sight, but I want to say Fluffy will spot this, but who knows.
This is going to be quite interesting.
Yes, he will spawn it.
And there it is, trying to spawn it. It is spawned. Zerglings are on it and get it down for pretty much anything he can get out at this point. He had some nice spine crawlers there ready to also help out.
This, of course, left Rudolph at a severe economic disadvantage. He delayed his expo, and since, you can't cancel on Nidus, so that's away from minerals.
Well, we do have the expo up finally, but yeah, this is definitely not going well for Rudolph, that's for sure.
No, not really.
We're seeing a much higher working supply from Fluffy, and we do have a decent army from Rudolph, but what can he do with it? I mean, can he even get over there at this point?
Well, it doesn't... I mean, he's just now getting metabolic boost.
Fluffy's coming in for a rush,
without
bouncing right off, leading him astray. Probably just nice little scout. Still psyching out his opponent. So many taunts, so little time. We have the infestation pit up and the lair is active with its nice, pretty
Fluffy's getting a fire.
Do we have... Where is this lovely thing?
Like, Fluffy might be going for mutas.
Where is this lovely thing? Anthea, show me this fire.
It's up in the corner.
Or I can't see because I have the army supply deal open, no wonder. Okay. That is lovely. That's going to be a fun little deal right there, that's for sure.
And the infestors will help if we get them out.
We have Zerglings chasing Zerglings for no apparent reason. They're going to get slaughtered if he keeps going forward.
Yeah, you tell you right now, Rudolph loves Nidus and he loves infestors. So we'll be seeing a lot of those. Actually, you might be seeing
a missile upgrade coming in. We are seeing some melee upgrades and the Spire coming from Fluffy. I keep forgetting to watch the production deal.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Here comes the mutas.
Knowing Rudolph,
Here
we
are,
may actually see a few too many infestors if he makes them at all, which I hope he does. I hope that's just not a tech infestation.
He's not getting pathogens, so I don't think he's going to go.
We do have a Zergling rush coming into Rudolph's base, doing a good bit of damage, taking down quite a few of the roaches before they're all gone. We are seeing the Zerglings get decimated, but they have done a good bit of damage. Wish I'd had the supply up at that point. Really need to be quicker on that.
You just look like they're moving out across the map.
So it looks like he's either going to make some infestors to harass, or he's going to burn these roaches.
Less than 4. Good job. So we are seeing a burrow upgrade from Rudolph at this point, as well as some one infestor coming out, and 3 more spires.
Yeah, it looks like...
Actually, spore crawlers. I'm sorry. Phoenix buff now. Lol. Here come the Mutalisks attacking the workers. The workers are being moved out, and the Queen is coming in, but what are you going to do about that? I mean, very well take out that Queen. There are spores, of course, coming in there and actually doing some damage. I don't know what he's trying to do with those workers. I would think that that would be a really poor choice to put them back in the fray when they can actually get damaged by that. We do have some Zerglings and roaches moving across the field at this point. And of course Fluffy sees it because he's got that nice Zergling there cloaked in the steam. Rudolph hasn't even seen it until right then. And here's the clash. It looks like probably not going to do the damage he's after.
He lost a little too many Zerglings at that choke. Zerglings are only good if you can get up to round off. But Mutalisks kind of killer.
Oh! Did the Mutas take him out?
No, he just saw that he was through.
Oof. Early GG still catch me off guard, but we'll get on to the next part here.
Well, we've played each other enough to know when it's over.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Wow, Garrett, that was... Man, I was scared there for a while. I was like, wait, okay, he's playing something other than Mutas, and I barely saw the Nidus, and I was like, shit.
I thought I was going. I'm like, he didn't see it, and I'm like, shit, he saw it.
Yep, just barely.
Okay, so I guess the question is, what is the next map? Since actually Rudolph went ahead and called it, and he's typically making the games, I guess he gets the pick anyway, so we'll just let him go ahead and pick that.
Not like he'd pick a map, favorite to Zerg or anything.
Why would he do that?
That's dumb. I don't want to do that.
We really do need an image that I can put over when I don't have anything to show on the stream.
Yeah.
Let me see, I should just get like one of the public wallpapers.
Blistering Sands? What the...
Okay, so there's the warning. We're getting into the game. I'm having to download the content, of course.
Why Blistering Sands?
That was like the first map on the list.
This was the first map made in StarCraft 2.
Okay, so here we are. We're about to start the game.
All right.
And feel free to move up. I'll move you guys up. Go GG.
Move to FCII2 by Theranos.
Guess Rudolph likes his fans.
It would appear so. I'm actually seeing a good luck, have fun pre-game. Maybe they'll be nice this time. Probably
I
not.
doubt it.
So round 2 of the epic Zerg v Zerg, and we'll see what happens. He either has to win this or we have our winner. So the fight begins. We still have Rudolph.
It's best of 5.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right. You guys got to keep me informed on these things.
Well, it was first round elimination, then it was best of 3, now it's best of 5.
Ah, I get you. Well, of course, I'm not familiar with these rules, so that's the point. Okay, but we can deal with that. probably should have stopped the stream. I'll probably stop the stream after this one, just to get the recording in there. 8 pool. Feeding Rudolph false information in order to get the stuff in there.
What I think should be interesting on this map is a lot of sneaky moves, because there are rocks leading right to the main that are actually invisible by this tall grass here. So unless he was an overlord here, he could have an entire army or a nidus just set up right there.
You know, next time you start talking like that, I should really change my camera to yours so that I can actually see what you're talking about. But I do see it, and that is actually a really good point. Of course, there is a very slim open spot there, but I'm fairly sure they will probably avoid that if they can, because that is a really horrible choke point.
Yeah.
Assuming they don't spread their bases out enough to the point where by the time you get there, it's already over.
Yeah. I don't expect that a lot will come out of it, because I imagine both of them will realize that if this goes unwatched, they could be in a lot of trouble, because that is their main. If it was their exo, that'd be one thing, but this is their main. So they'll most likely put an overlord
really
eventually.
Are quite a good bit of choke points on this map, aren't they? Pretty much leading to every opening there.
Yeah, it's a weird map, but well, like Fluffy said, it was one of the first, so it's bound to be weird.
A bit touchy, that's for sure.
Rudolph getting metabolic boost.
We have metabolics, we have queens, we have zerglings. We're almost matched. We do have an expansion already coming up by Fluffy.
I was scared. I saw the main and thought it was the expo, and I was freaking out.
I turned off my music and it's psyching me out. I hate not having music going. But, of course, that will be picked up by the stream right now. So I've actually been playing pony music while we've been streaming this.
And Fluffy's getting metabolic boost. It's a bit slower than Rudolph.
A bit slower. Rudolph is already coming in to do a little bit of damage. I guess knock out the zerglings before he realizes the queen is coming in. Is going to take out those zerglings, but a little bit of damage there. Fluffy is officially over production limit.
I mean, I realized there were zerglings in space, but I would have at least shot one more shot at that overlord to kill it. I mean, that's just a severe inconvenience. That's always terrible when you have to win your supply block.
We have a Rook Warren. So Rudolph.
Rook Warren is coming up. That's going to be lovely. He's getting there. He's getting up there pretty fast. That's for sure. We don't have a second gas on anyone yet. We do have the we do have another expansion now for Rudolph too.
You see the little banter they're doing right now? They're talking about his overlord, because Garrett's convinced that every time he scouts with his overlord, he dies.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. Usually they do. We are already seeing some spawn crawlers coming up on Fluffy's side. That'll probably be to a decent benefit there. We are seeing an evolution chamber from Rudolph as well.
I mean, Eddie could afford it too. I mean, because if I'm looking at the units right now. They were, after he made those flank crawlers, they were even in drone count, so he definitely could afford to do that. But I mean, then again, it does make him even with
another zergling push coming in, and they found the spine crawlers. Not really doing any damage to that. They're just gonna torment him again a bit. Get a couple of workers down there. And I, of course, am not quick enough with those hotkeys to bring up the stuff, but there's a little bit of damage there, a few deaths. We have Rudolph watching the rocks over there at his base. And pretty good to watch their bases.
Not really seeing any tech from Fluffy, and he's got this, okay, here we are, oh, it's an evolution chamber. But all he's just really doing is, he's got a spawning pool, but nothing else. He's got no layer being made, nothing.
Oh, here comes a spire for Rudolph.
Oh, yeah, what?
Castle.
And there come the Zerglings. Oh, no fun at all.
So,
he's going to do a little bit of tormenting himself from the looks of it.
Zerglings probably just saved him from Mueller's for a while.
This is true. Rudolph is officially supply capped at the moment. I'm assuming he's got some more overlords coming out. At least one. Yeah, there it is right there.
Spire coming back up.
Two of them, in fact. Spire up. Nice.
It's coming back up, and also we got the ranged upgrade.
We have a roach warren coming up from Fluffy at this point.
Wow, big drone pop right there. Fluffy was behind Rudolph in drone count, but now he's 7 ahead, so...
Well, I'm just going to leave this thing up from now on. I just really wish I could scale this UI so badly. They really should have put that option in.
Actually know what that means.
Scaling, as in scaling it down to scaling the UI down so you can actually see more.
Ah, okay.
Well, even with this ranged upgrade, Rudolph is not even getting the roach speed.
Rudolph is actually moving over to some rocks over at one of the gold bases, so looks like we might have another expansion coming.
Rudolph, what I'm expecting from him is mainly Zergling Muta.
Certainly looks like it. He is getting a missile increase along with had some roaches in there. Did he cancel them or did they hatch?
No, there was like one of them that hatched.
I see it. Okay, so we're probably going to have a gold expand coming from him soon. But we're really seeing, I mean, what are we going to expect from Fluffy here? He's only got the roaches. In fact, he has no anti-air at this point. I'm fairly sure he's probably going to be expecting the Mitas coming from Rudolph, but what's he going to do about it is the question. He does have quite a bit more supply than Rudolph at the moment, and if he has an army for it and could push, he could do quite a bit of damage. Although it certainly doesn't look like he does have it. It says he does, I just don't actually see it. Feel free to clue me in if you do. Looks like Rudolph is scouting the other gold and going in for a little bit of a foray there.
Now, if this queen can survive, it can't pick up these mutas, but it doesn't look like it.
It certainly doesn't look like it's going to make it. We do see one muta going down, but...
Well, I don't know. No,
I don't know. Looks like yeah, they took out the queen. We do have the roaches going in. And does Rudolph have the defenses for it?
Store crawlers.
There is some attacking going on.
This is a god-awful basic scenario for Rudolph.
You have those two mutas still smacking at Fluffy's base, but we are seeing some major damage. We have seen a spine crawler go down, a queen goes down. Five roaches are holding the base here, and they are slowly going down. Spine crawler is down. I don't know. What's the call here? We're seeing a lot of damage
from Rudolph. What's it going to be?
Up there come the spore crawlers, taking out the mutas. I don't know what's going to happen here. If he continues smacking at him, he might have it. But here come some more roaches to try to turn the tide, I guess. Seeing some focused fire, but it's just not enough to throw it back at him.
Actually, Rudolph still has a higher drone count, even after he took out his entire expo.
And he does have this gold base, even though it's not saturated. He can
it
up eventually.
So if he just transfers half of the drones he has in his main to that expo, then...
And then there comes some more roaches. Still hammering on that. I guess... there's the GG.
Oh,
there it is.
GG.
There it is, yeah. What can you do with that? What can you do with that? So we've got 2 of 3 going Fluffy's way. Definitely
I
not
was
looking
screwed
good.
there. I didn't think I had enough roaches. Oh my gosh.
Apparently you did. We were wondering if he was even going to have a chance to make it back from that. Where did he go? Oh, I accidentally moved him out of this channel, apparently. Lovely. Welcome back. We're seeing some interesting plays here, at least on my part, since I don't know what the typical plays are.
I knew as soon as I saw that drone come down off your mineral lot and I killed with my zerglings, I knew that you were going Spire, and I went immediately Roach all in because I didn't have a layer up yet.
I'm like, yeah, there was a significant deficit of tech on Fluffy's side.
I was really worried there because your lings got in there, and I'm like, shit, I canceled my Spire. I did not want you to see that.
Oh, you canceled?
Yep,
I canceled
he did.
and that drone right there was my cancel.
Oh man, I saw him come off the mineral line and I knew you were going to be building something with it. I just didn't know that you would cancel it.
I was worried there. Not even gonna lie.
I'm so glad I got in there before your spine crawlers finished though, otherwise I would have been gone.
Yep.
Well, GG. Very GG.
Metalopolis.
So you get to pick the next map too.
Yep, Metalopolis.
Hard.
I'm being very quiet because I'm actually looking for an image to put up here that would at least moderately be acceptable. We'll go with a Diablo 3 wallpaper for now, I guess. That makes total sense. It's still a Blizzard game. It's still a Blizzard game.
Makes perfect sense, you know.
Really need to get something to use here. I'll probably just download one of the StarCraft wallpapers or something for now.
You know what? I think it's my color. I said I think it's my color. I think that's the reason why.
Okay.
Hold on one sec. Don't move me up yet. I'm looking for something.
You're already placed. Oh, I get you. Okay. Just tell me when.
KK, one sec.
KKK. Actually, in fact, I'm going to stop the stream for just a moment for the sake of saving.